You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. Well, I don't really, but sometimes this applies when you're speaking Thai. How about you say falang, I say farang. That just doesn't work. And so today I'm going to show you where this could get you into a bit of trouble, and it's one of the reasons why I like to, from the very get-go when learning Thai or any other language, get straight into the script so that you don't get any of these sound crossovers from the way your English mother tongue sound system interprets the letters of the English alphabet. So this sound a and a are two very different sounds in many languages. Just because they could be interchangeable in different dialects of English doesn't mean that they can in other languages. So today we're going to have a look to illustrate this point at a few words that all of which might be written as M-A-N-G. M-A-N-G in English or in transliteration. Now let me just ask you, when you see M-A-N-G, depending on what language you speak, what type of English you speak, some people might say Mâng, Máng, and you get all these different concoctions of what these letters might mean. Now let me just give you two or three different meanings of how it could come out and the different meanings of what it means in Thai. So the first meaning, and these are very common particles, very useful particles, M-A-N-G. Well, we can look at the word Mâng. That's mò má, mấy hanakat, which is the a sound, mấy ek, ngò ngô. So Mâng, what does Mâng mean? Well, do you know the word bang? Bang, krai bang. When you think of the word bang, bo a ngò mấy thò, bang. Think of you say krai somebody, krai bang. That bang is like casting a net out. Bang. Somebody, anybody. So from somebody, krai bang, anybody. ไปไหน where are you going? ไปไหน bang, where are you going? And casting a net out to sort of give it some sort of wide scope. This is what bang does. Now in spoken Thai, bang can be pronounced as mang, kai mang. So krai bang, if you are reading it as written Thai, when really speaking it, you'll hear most people say kai mang. Who? ไปไหนมั่ง Where are you going? ไปมั่ง I'd like to go as well. So I would like to be one of those people that are going with you. ไปไหน And so where are you going? ไปเที่ยว ไปมั่ง. I'm going เที่ยว เที่ยวis a word, basically anything that's not some kind of burden, any type of fun, going out, holidaying, you call เที่ยว. So ไปไหน Where are you going? ไปเที่ยว I'm going out. ไปมั่ง means I want to go to. Now a different way of saying I want to go to, ไปด้วย ด้วย means also ด้วย to couple along with that. And you'll often hear, instead of just ไปด้วย you can say ไปด้วยคน. Now คน means person, or it's the counter word for people. So you could say ไปด้วย or a very Thai way of saying is saying ไปด้วยคน I would like to go to. So there's that meaning มั่ง. That's M-A-N-G in English, with an a sound for the a, and it's got a falling tone, so you've got the may ek, Mâng. Now Mâng, that very same spelling also has another meaning, but it's less used, Mâng mi, which basically means mi is to have. So Mâng mi is lam loi, it's like to have an abundance, to be very rich or wealthy. Mâng mi. Now the other M-A-N-G particle that's commonly used, Mâng. Now you can use this all day long, and you hear Thais using it all day long. Mâng, now you hear the difference in tone. The first one, Mâng, that we did is a falling tone. This one is Mâng, starts high and goes higher. The spelling is mò má, mấy hanakat, yò yak, mấy thô. Oh sorry, mò má, mấy hanakat, ngò ngu, mấy thô, Mâng. Now this Mâng kind of means, I guess. I guess. You get that kind of feeling? I guess. What do you think? I think it's really good. Mâng? I think it's really good. Mâng? I guess. It sort of puts doubt, and maybe, do you have any other reaction to what I've said? Do you think you're going to go? Now listen to the difference. ผมจะไปเที่ยว จะไปไหม I'm going to go เที่ยว Do you want to go ไปมั่ง Now that's the first one you said with the falling tone. I want to go as well. But if I say ไปมั่ง means I guess I'm going to go ไปมั่ง จะกินอะไร กินพิซซ่ามั้ง What are you going to eat จะกินอะไร กินพิซซ่ามั้ง I guess I'm going to eat pizza. Now you see those two words M-A-N-G, if you just think of them like that, but just because the tone is different and the tone is written into the Thai script, but in English it's not really there. So Mâng, you can pronounce it incorrectly, and those two words M-A-N-G have two totally different meanings. Now where you have to really be careful, M-A-N-G, I say potato, you say potato, I say tomato, you say tomato, is I say farang, this because sometimes M-A-N-G, ฝรั่ง might think of that word Mâng and they'll write it down M-A-N-G, but then when they come and say it, they'll say ไปแม่ง Now you don't want to make this mistake. Mâeng is a very, I guess, rude, crass statement, and it comes from แม่มึง your mother, which basically means mother. So if basically if somebody says to you, are you going to go? You say ไปแม่ง. The feeling of that is going, what the F do you mean I'm going to effing go? If you can put any expletive before go, that's what the Mâeng means. So it's very strong, and be very careful in using it. Know it from this clip, but I advise serious caution before you put this Mâeng into any sentences. Now it can be coupled with other expletives in Thai. If you want to find out those, you can Google the spelling in Thai, which is Mama Sala Ngongu Mâeng, Mâeng, and you'll find a whole array of different samples in Google if you go and look for that on Google. But I really advise caution in using that. But again, advise caution in writing down in Roman script, because just by getting an A mixed up between and you could make some big mistakes and offend a lot of people.